Hey, this is Adam with The Rooted, and I wanted to give you some tips and tricks on working with a remote workforce. It's easy, especially right now with the chaos that's going on, to work remotely and kind of forget about employees or forget about policies and procedures or norms, and they kind of get lost into the void. I've worked from home before, and I advise companies all the time about how to make these really healthy, positive connections and communication with a remote work staff. So, let's jump right in. Some of the biggest issues with a remote work staff is things like the distance, the lack of information or the funnel of information that's not there, the feeling of isolation, the feeling that nobody knows what's going on, and you assume that if you send an email, the other person is sitting down and waiting for the email. So we get frustrated when there's not quick communication, when in reality, there's work being done. It just is being done in a different location. So what can we do? How can we make better and healthier connections to a remote workforce? Well, things like daily check-ins. Having a morning call every morning at the same time with certain people is a really helpful way just to check in, to see what's going on, to see how they're doing so that they know that they are cared about, thought about, and that their work matters. That's the biggest thing about remote workforces is feeling like I'm not just a cog in the wheel that nobody remembers. So daily check-ins is huge. Doing it and even using varying ways or varying options of communication. So using Zoom call, using email, using instant messenger, using phone calls, varying it up so that there's some variety, I think can be really interesting. Not that people aren't going to be in their PJs, but the reality is that having those face-to-face Zoom calls or FaceTime calls or whatever we want to call them can kind of mix it up and help people know that that eye-to-eye communication really helps, really can matter. So I think that's another great thing that we can do. Also, providing social check-ins, providing ways to talk about things that don't just have to do with work. One of the biggest problems with remote workforces, and this was before this virus happened, this is before we've kind of been on shelter in place mode, but feeling isolated, feeling like people aren't there, that you've lost some of your emotional connections, that can be really tough for some people out there. So, providing opportunities, maybe in the phone call or in the Zoom call, to spend a couple minutes talking about mental health. How are you feeling? How are you doing? How's all this going? Giving people a chance to vent a little. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that actually bridges this divide that happens digitally. When you're in person, there's a soul-to-soul connection. But when you add a device, now we've got a soul to soulless to soul connection. And that's harder. That's much more difficult. So adding a little bit of that time to have that social connection can have really great impacts. With all these varying types of communication, we still have to set up some norms. We still have to set up some ways that we're going to use them, some strategies to use them. So if we're going to use a Zoom call, we talk about putting everyone on mute, and then when they're wanting to talk, they can raise their hand and we'll unmute them or whatever it is so that we have some type of procedure so that it's not adding to the chaos, but it's actually bringing some structure to the chaos we're feeling inside. Right now, we're feeling a little out of control, and so working remotely can be one more thing we don't feel in control of. So if we're going to have these types of communication, if we're going to have some type of daily check-ins, send out an agenda, send out some way of organizing it so that our remote workforce doesn't have to overthink about what they're going to do or worry about what this call might be about, because we want to actually give them peace quicker. We want to make sure that we are calming some of those storms from our end. We're all in this together, and it's best if we stay on similar pages so that we actually increase the connection. We don't decrease the connection while we are home figuring out what to do with our time and our families. So we want to make sure that we make this as smooth a process as possible. For more questions, feel free to email me or go to my website, therooted.com, and check in. Take care. Good luck.